Hey everybody, hope and pray that you're doing well. Today as we come to our word from the word, and today that word is panicking. Panicking. Now, yesterday we talked about the great prayer of Elijah. We've been talking about, and you see his that powerful display of faith and trust in God there on Mount Carmel. And now in chapter 19, at the beginning, it just starts off with now him running for his life. He's panicking. And it's really easy for us to judge, and it's really easy for us to say, Elijah, what are you doing? Didn't you see what God just did? But how many times do we forget what God just did? God just brought you through a valley. God just answered in a miraculous way. God just did what? And now you're questioning him. Now you're questioning his goodness, questioning his mercy, questioning his, as we were talking about Sunday, questioning his sovereignty, whether he's able. But here's what happens. The beginning of chapter 19, 1 Kings 19. And Ahab, he had gone, right? He left like Elijah told him to. And he told Jezebel all that Elijah had done. Also how he executed all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he arose and ran for his life and went to Beersheba, which belongs to Judah, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a broom tree. And he prayed that he might die, and said, It is enough. Now, Lord, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers. Then he lay, and as he lay and slept under a broom tree, suddenly an angel touched him and said to him, Arise and eat. We'll talk a little bit more about the what was going on with the angel tomorrow. But here we see his panicking. He has just done these miraculous things at the word of the Lord. And you even go back to the things that he had seen through the widow. And over these 3.5 years of the drought, countless times that God had made a way for him and taken care of him, provided, let the birds, let the ravens bring him food. And even to think about that, then answer by fire, and they're victorious over the prophets of Baal, and then to at his prayer, an answer to his prayer, that rain would come. But now all because the words of a wicked woman had him running scared. Now, let's be honest. There's a lot of us that have Jezebels, and I don't mean it's not necessarily women, but there's Jezebels. There are people in our lives that it's like we trust God, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they say something, we go run and hide. We run for our lives, and we believe that God can't protect us from that person, from that attitude, that's nevertheless saying that spirit of Jezebel that they may have. That she was worshiping false gods. And she said, she was talking about her little g gods. Let them do to me if I don't kill him. Right? If I don't do worse to him, then let them do worse to me. Well, we'll find out you better be careful what you wish for and what you ask for, especially when you're dealing with the one true God. But as you look here, I really think about Elijah and what must have been going through his mind, right? He says, I'm done. Look, I've done all this. And you know that in the back of his mind, he's thinking all that I have done for the Lord, and this is the way I'm going to go out. But I wonder if he stopped to think how often there had probably been many people that wanted to kill him before this. You not think Jezebel wanted to wipe him out before this? You not think Ahab wanted to too? What about all the prophets of Baal after that? I mean, and all the family members of those prophets who were slayed there on Mount Carmel right after that. 450 of them. Can you imagine? But now all of a sudden he feels as though he's all alone. And we'll even look at that tomorrow as well. But he felt like he was all alone, and that's exactly where Satan wants us to be. All alone. That's why God reminds us that he'll never leave us nor forsake us. He never leaves us alone. So Satan wants us to believe a lie that we're all by ourselves. That's why even today in our time, while we see suicide going through the roof, especially during the pandemic where people were isolated and by themselves, they felt all alone. But we always have God. That's why we need to be pointing people to the reason for the season. We need to be pointing people to Jesus so they understand that he will never leave them nor forsake them if they'll only come to him, call out to him in saving faith, and all whosoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. So today, I don't know what words you may have heard. I don't know what discouragement you may have heard. I don't know who may be threatening against you. But I can tell you this, there's no need to panic. It's more like yesterday. It's even more reason to pray and trust the Lord in all that he's doing. God bless you, and I pray you have a great, great day.